So you have a Sceptre monitor. Have you ever wondered how to get this annoying metal bracket to come off of this machine so you can flush mount it? There is a way to do it, but it is possible to break your monitor while attempting this, so don't do this unless you are very comfortable working with these types of materials. And we're going to start by undoing these 3 screws along the bottom. Once removed, we can peel open this front facade. Around the corners, you'll need a little bit of a pry tool, and sometimes it can be easier to hang this off the edge of a table or something, but you'll do that all the way around until you finally get that last corner and you can finally have the edgeless monitor. And for this next part, you will need at least double the space of the monitor itself because this front panel is going to fold all the way down, but we still want to leave it connected. The front diffuser just kind of lays flat. You want to peel back all of the tape around the corners, and we will loosen this plastic barrier that goes all the way around. And from here, we're going to lift the entire monitor back up, careful not to stretch these cables. And that will remove the entire backlit panel, which is all run by those tiny LEDs down there at the bottom. Once those have been removed, we are going to undo every pair of clips along the back edge. From here, this panel kind of comes up and we can kind of just get it to the side. We're going to undo these 4 mounting screws. For me, I just rotate this gently to the side, and we are going to now remove these 4 retaining screws on this bracket. And with those 4 screws removed, this entire bracket just lifts up and out of place. Now that we all have a flush mounting surface, it is time to put this back together. We will rotate this gently back into place. We'll make sure that all of our cables are still firmly attached, and we will seat this back. Once you have your ports mostly lined up, we're going to very gently flip this back over so we can get those clips in place. And then starting along the edge, we're going to clip those first ones back in place. And we'll do that all the way down. Once all of these clips have been firmly seated back in place, it is time to reassemble the backlight and diffuser panels. That is actually quite a few LEDs in there. That is amazing. But we're going to start with our main back panel. This is a heat dissipation layer. When that is laying flat, and in hindsight, probably should be wearing gloves to do this, highly recommend. Next, we're going to take this diffusion layer, which kind of looks like a Fresnel lens, but is a large piece of acrylic, and we're going to slot that in here for the LEDs. We just want to make sure that this lays flush. It's time to put these back on layer by layer, making sure that these notches line up with their spaces in the casing. Time for the next one. And again, you should probably wear gloves to do this. This monitor is already broken, which is why I felt comfortable taking it apart. And once all of the layers are put back in here, we are going to take our plastic cover facing and put that back on as well. And we're going to be very gentle with this and make sure that everything lines up exactly as it should. Again, nothing in here should feel forced. It should all want to just fit together and stay. And we're going to take the tape that was there and kind of fold it back into place, or you can apply some new stuff. And then, after very lightly brushing off any debris here on the back of the panel, we're going to fold it back in. Again, be very gentle with this. We're just going to fold this panel back in very gently. We're going to examine all these ribbon cables along the bottom just to make sure there's no damage that's been done. And then it is time to reapply the facing piece. I like to start in the upper corners just to make sure that I can get that nice line going and then go all the way around. Once that edge is firmly seated all the way around, we are going to reinstall our 3 screws along the bottom. It is possible that you could just cut this out with an X-Acto knife or a hot knife and then remove the screws that way, but there is the potential of damaging the electronics underneath, so I prefer taking the monitor apart itself.